Good morning, students. We have a communication systems lab for this semester, and in the communication systems lab, we have the following experiments, such as the signal sampling and reconstruction, time division multiplexing, AM modulator and demodulator, FM modulator and demodulator, pulse code modulation and demodulation, delta modulation and demodulation, and line coding schemes, and FSK, PSK and DPSK schemes, and error control coding schemes, communication link simulation, equalization. It includes zero forcing and LMS algorithms. So far we have 12 experiments for this semester, and we have to do the experiments by using the discrete components, and you have to construct the experiment on the breadboard, and as well as we have some simulation experiments also, right? For simulation you have to use the MATLAB coding, and you have to construct the same experiment in writing the codes, and you have to observe the outputs on the simulation, right? So the first experiment we have to see the amplitude modulation and the demodulation. So you know the definition for amplitude modulation. Amplitude modulation is the process in which the characteristics of a carrier wave, that is amplitude of the carrier wave, is varied in accordance with the instantaneous value of the modulating signal. This is the amplitude modulation, and demodulation also, right? The demodulation is the process of extracting the original information from the modulated input. So this is the theoretical background that you know you have already studied in your third semester. The definition for AM and the definition for demodulation, FM and other things, right? So the practical point of view, right, the AM modulation, right, we have to construct the experiment using the discrete component, and you know to modulate any signal or to amplitude modulate any signal, we need two signals. That is, one is carrier signal and another one is modulating signal. So we need two signals, one is carrier signal and another one is modulating signals, and these two signals can be generated by using the audio oscillator, or simply we can call it as a function generator. So with the help of a function generator, we can generate the carrier signal in one function generator, and another one is to generate the modulating signal. And these two signals can be given to an active device like PN junction diode. You can use a PN junction diode or the transistor, and it is acting as an active device to modulate the signal, right? So you have to construct the circuit. The circuit diagram is given in your manual, right? So in the one function generator, it can be used to generate the modulating signal. For that modulating signal, you have to fix the frequency and also the amplitude. You have to fix the frequency and also the amplitude. So the modulating signal frequency can be in the order of 10 kilohertz, and for carrier frequency you have to set the frequency and the amplitude in the another function generator, and it can be above comes around 100 kilohertz you have to fix. See, for modulating signal you have to fix the frequency 10 kilohertz, and for carrier frequency you have to set the frequency in the rate of 100 kilohertz, right? And these two signals can be given to the circuit. Here we are using the signal diode, right? The signal diode is an active device, and instead of signal diode we can use a transistor also. DC108, a transistor can also be used as an active device to modulate the signal. Okay, here we are using the PN junction diode. It's a special diode, that is signal diode. It can be used to modulate the signals, and you have to connect one decayed inductance bars, right? And the output can be visualized, right? Output can be visualized on the CR, right? You can see the modulated signal output in the CR. And for this, you know how to construct the circuit by connecting the resistance and the diode and the capacitors in the breadboard. So you know how to connect the components on the breadboard, you know, right? You know very well, that is, you have already done the experiments in the lower semester. So with that knowledge, you have to construct a circuit, and you can see the output in the CRO screen. Here you will get the modulated output.